Welcome to the Spirit of Aloha show. I'm Charmaine Valera, your host, and we have some special guests this evening for you. We have Paul Hanson and Jade-Lin with We Are 33. We also have our wonderful music by the house band Home.
Did you know you're watching Spirit of Aloha?
Hi, I'm Charmaine.
Hi, I'm Jade.
I'm Paul.
And we are 33. The shift is happening right now. There's more and more people awakening to spirituality and magic and energy working and knowing that there's something more to this reality than just the physicalities. So that's a big one.
The reality, basically, we create our reality by projecting what we want, or what even if we don't want. Whatever you're projecting for your future, whatever you're thinking about for your future, is what's going to start. You're going to start attracting to you. So whatever you're putting out there for your future, if you're worrying about the future, things that you worry about come towards you. If you think positively about the future and you thrust yourself into making things, creating, then you become the creator of your reality, and the reality starts shifting around you in the way that you desire. You can do the same thing for the past from the present moment. When you reflect on the past, you actually begin to alter your perception of how things played out in the past, because all you have really is the perception of a bunch of different people as to what happened in the past. But if you change the perception of what happened in the past, you actually change things that happened in the past.
So we like to tell people every word you speak is a spell and every thought you think is a prayer, because that's constantly giving off the vibrations in order to create your surroundings.
Why do you think people worry then?
Well, worry is pretty hard to get out of, because when you're in that worried state, you're constantly. So think of yourself as a compass, and the direction that you're pointing yourself in by your thoughts and your words and your vibration is going to point you into that direction. So if you're constantly worrying about something, you're going to be going into that worry state. So we recommend being conscious of your thoughts. Don't get upset at this worried thought that you have. Don't be upset, oh, I can't believe I did that. Just, okay, let it pass. And then just try and change your vibration to something more proactive and creative.
It's all a matter of energy.
Right.
It's a reflection. That's the best way to look at it. Your entire world and reality is a mirror to whatever is going on within you. And so whatever's going on within you begins to reflect itself in the circumstances and the people that you encounter in your life.
So could you tell me more about We Are 33 and how that came about?
It started by basically seeing the number 33 everywhere. So I started noticing the numbers that you start to encounter in your life. And the reason for that is because the universe is made up of math. Everything, everywhere you look, is an equation. And so if you start watching the numbers that you start seeing in your life, you start to notice a pattern that starts showing up. And that pattern is the universe speaking to you, because the universe speaks in the language of math. You see. And in this day and age, we have license plates, the clock, we have
Addresses.
Computers, addresses, everywhere you go. And so you'll start to notice a certain set of numbers that repeats itself. And that's basically the universe trying to tell you something. This is the energy that you're being a part of, because you're connecting to these numbers all the time.
Right. They say that we're in a matrix, basically, right? And like money is just digital.
So I took the number on as my artist name, so I started as I am 33. And eventually I knew that was going to become...
You're not 33 anymore.
No, I was never 33. It was just the number that I was seeing all the time.
Oh, I see.
I started looking into the numerology and what it meant, and 33 stands for spiritual awakening. It stands for so many different things. You have 33 vertebrae in your spine, and when you awaken spiritually, the energy starts rising up your spine, and then pierces through the crown chakra, which basically generates the awakening. So there's so many different things like that where the number 33 shows up, and that's why I chose it. Eventually, I knew that there was going to be a we are, because when you come to the the realization of I am, and like I think, therefore I am, that whole thing, you also have to realize not only I am, but we are. You see, it's not just you.
It's integrated.
Yeah, the I am is the ego, but then there's the non-ego, which is everything else too. And so you have to look at it from I am and then we are at the same time. And so that's where the We Are 33 came from.
Can we talk about more, or could we see some of your artwork?
Yeah, it's spiritually based, infused artwork. Yeah, we do acrylic painting and digital painting.
Lots of symbology placed inside so that when you look at it, it starts to trigger certain emotions and feelings.
Yeah, they're currently displayed over there at On King, and they I have some really big ones that are digital prints that I printed out, and a lot of it is all based on the tarot. And the tarot is basically, it works with symbols. Everything is symbols. And so the subconscious mind, the unconscious mind speaks in symbols. When you see a symbol, it speaks 1,000 words, rather than you try to say something in one sentence, you only have a very limited amount of like 10 words. And so you hold one symbol and you combine it with another symbol, you've then, got 2,000 words in there, and so on and so on and so on. So you make an image with all these symbols, you can convey a very powerful message that means many, many different things.
Like a whole storyline, basically.
Yeah.
That's why I hear some people, they put tattoos on themselves. It's like, I have a whole story on me. So I want to talk about Jade and your knowledge about the chakras. I mean, is there any changes or updates that we should know?
Well, we have several chakras, and chakras are just major energy points in our body that the energy kind of goes. And it's like one would be your stomach. Your stomach is a really big chakra because it uses the energy to digest your food and to break down the foods inside you to turn into energy so that you have more energy to move around and do things. And you have your heart chakra, which is your love and how you feel and different things like that. There's a lot of talk about moving away from the lower chakras into the upper chakras. That isn't quite accurate because we need these energy points in our bodies in order to work. Like what I said, if you start to move away from the lower chakras, how are you going to digest your food? How are you going to get the energy that you need to continue on? How are you going to procreate if you don't have your root chakra? So basically, instead of moving away from the chakras, I think that we need to become more into our chakras and start to realize what they are and start to pay more attention to them. And that way we can start to heal our bodies from the inside out because we're more present here.
As someone has told me, your stomach is like your second largest brain. And I love how conscious you folks are with your health and your food that you folks make. I mean, you folks are pure vegetarians.
So we're vegan. We're 100% organic, non-GMO. We like to eat as much raw as we can. And we feel like when you do eat clean, it's basically, we incorporate, it's the philosopher's stone, basically. It's the elixir to life. We have a formula in which gives you the fountain of youth, basically. It's by incorporating the 5 different elements into your diet. So you eat clean, organic, non-GMO, vegan food. You drink clean water. You meditate, which incorporates the air aspect. You do a moving meditation, so yoga, qigong, you start to move the energy inside you. That eliminates a lot of the toxins as well. And then the 5th one is spirit, which is incorporating monoatomic elements inside your body. So monoatomic gold, monoatomic copper, and silver. It's basically our bodies are energy conductors, and we get depleted of the
precious metals that are vital to certain conduits for your body, basically. Like you need to have gold in your body. You need to have silver in your body. Silver is an antibacterial, antibiotic. And when you intake silver, you have it basically keeps you clean from
intake silver at a
at the molecular level.
And you can make that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, with an electric current and some water.
So basically you break this silver down to single molecular strands by using couple of batteries, some gator clips, and then it breaks the silver down. And then you ingest that, and then it starts to kill off any of the bad bacteria inside you. So if you're sick or you have an infection, you drink some colloidal silver, is what the name is, and it'll start to heal you.
Kings of old used to wear silver rings because if they touch the silver to a poison in their food, the ring will turn black.
Yeah, so basically you take 2 gator clips and you put it on a little wooden bar, and then you stick your pure silver in there, and then you attach the gator clips to a couple of 9-volt batteries.
4 9-volt batteries.
4 9-volt batteries. Yeah. Stick it in a jar, and you'll start to see the batteries are making the silver come right off of breaking the silver down. So then this clear glass of water turns into kind of like a milky kind of water.
Oh my gosh.
And you know that it's got the silver in there. You drink it, and cold sores go away, your fever goes away, your infection goes away. If you have a cat scratch, that completely gets healed.
So what is the meaning of Aloha Spirit to both of you?
So if you look at the word aloha, the ancients, what they did was they greeted each other with aloha, and when they leave each other, they say aloha. And aloha means that the spirit within me sees the spirit within you. So it's basically a very powerful magical spell because ha is the breath of life.
Yes.
We're all bodies of energy.
Right, I see that, like just people just doing the head to head, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing.
Well, what's going on is that you break it down into 3 different parts, the word. So aloha, and you have ha, which is breath of life. Lo, which there's this kahuna he taught us, is that lo has to do with the third eye. And so the connection of the third eye or spirit between the two, and the ha is the breath of life, and the is like the I guess the part that kind of brings the two together. What would you call that? Like an expressive.
Like om.
Yeah, kinda, but it's like a joining of the two. Bringing of the two together. And then when they would put their 2 heads together and they breathe each other's breath, right? They're breathing each other's spirit, the breath of life.
What is your goal with the OHM Expo?
Our goal is to ignite a lot more within this community here in Hawaii. We go elsewhere to other states and other parts of the world, and there's always a community of people that are really really making things happen. Really, especially when it comes to the spiritual events and holistic events, healthy events, all of this kind of stuff. But there seems to be somewhat of a lack of that here, and we want to generate more of that here, as well as generate more of a community thing over here. You go to the mainland as well, and there's always these bulletin boards, and everybody posts up on these bulletin boards, what's happening, and there isn't really that much of that here. So the goal with the OHM Expo is to really ignite that here, that sort of thing.
So we basically see that we have Oahu has crazy potential to be spiritual. Like, we've got this. We're sitting on these islands that are just absolutely incredible, that have the mana and the ha just interlaced in everywhere you go. And so it has the potential. We see that there's pockets of spiritual community everywhere, but we need something to bring everybody together under one roof to then showcase that this is what we're about. We have the mana, we have the spirit of aloha here, and let's share it with each other.
Well, I'm really excited.
Beliefs, anything of the sort. So in combination with us opening our physical body, our physical energy field, it's really helping us to go deeper and transform who we are, what we are, and why we are into a better version of ourselves.
We're here at the OHM Expo with Amy Nicholson and her booth with Wayne. Hey Wayne! So would you let us know more about your booth that you have here at the OHM Expo, Amy and Wayne?
Well, first of all, we are representing the Hawaii Vibe Tribe, and we are co-sponsors of this wonderful OHM Expo.
Yes.
Co-creators, and we're very honored to be part of this because so many amazing people are here. So we just want to tell people about joining our organization, the Vibe Tribe. It's a nonprofit 501c3, and we put on lots of wonderful events. And we like to encourage people to share their purpose and passion with the world.
And you have this monthly, right?
And we have a monthly event called Audio Oasis. And this month, coming up in September for the equinox in Kapolei Park, September 22nd.
I can tell you that highvibetribe.org, you can sign up for the mailing list there.
Yes.
And we have a Facebook presence, also found by High Vibe Tribe for our Facebook presence.
Art Dance of Consciousness. And this is every Sunday in Chinatown at Art at Mark's Art Gallery at Mark's Garage.
Great parking.
Yes.
Aloha, my name is Michael Keolamal Tengan, here from Maui, known also as the Maui Mystic, part of Light Alchemy Hawaii. We do everything in terms of providing resources to support in resourcing, getting to the truth and the beingness that we truly are.
Could you tell us more about this light frequency that you have here in your booth?
Absolutely, yes. So we work with what's known as the Pandora Star Lamp, and basically it is, put easily, a light portal to our soul. What it does is it allows our mind to enter into a state of relaxation and receptivity while stimulating the pineal gland. And as our third eye then opens, what happens is we engage in a conversation and a greater connectivity with our greater intelligence and our higher self.
Oh, cupping! Yay, how was that?
It's good.
Amazing. How do you feel?
Much better.
So hey, I'm Mark, licensed acupuncturist in Hawaii, and I am owner and head acupuncturist at Acupuncture Arts downtown in Honolulu. And I also have our wonderful Pono Lomi, who works in our clinic with us. She does tuina. So we have a clinic with an esthetician, Honolulu Spa, Acupuncture Arts, and Pono Lomi.
So we do healing blends based on frequency scanning. So that's what you do when you come to my booth. You get scanned in 30 seconds like she just did through that little device that's on the table. And it gives you the essential oils that are specific to you.
So I'll just hold out your tongue for a minute, kind of slow your chin down. And then before you swallow it, try to hold it in there for like a minute or so, and then let it kind of float around your cheeks so all those capillaries and get maximum absorption of it.
Aloha, I'm with
Kino.
Kino, right? The Spirit of Aloha show.
Body and brain.
Body and brain.
Yoga. So we do yoga. We also do like it's more like a meditation type of thing as well. So it's like qigong and tai chi included. So it's not just straight up yoga. It's not like hot yoga or anything like that. It's very kind of geared more towards normal people.
Can you tell us why this is so important?
This is belly button healing, which we also do in our classes. It's very important for your health. We talk about your gut health. We talk about being very healthy from the inside and out. In order for your body to be healthy, your gut has to be healthy. This is more like an internal workout, something that you can do. It's something that everybody can do. So you purchase one of these, you take the tip, put it right into your belly button, and then you just start pumping.
Oh, you pump it?
Yep. So what this does is you're working out your internal organs.
Oh, I feel that.
You can feel
I
it,
feel it.
and you're gonna notice as time passes that it's gonna start heating up your core. So you raise your core temperature by that 1 degree, and your body works more efficiently, like 5 times more efficient.
Yeah.
Yep. And so it's all about circulation. It's all about getting that blood flowing, pumping.
Wow.
And then it's also, we talk about how your belly button is like an acupressure point.
Belly button healing wand. Wow.
And you can stop by. We'll give you a demonstration. We'll talk about what it does for your body more in depth.
Yes. And you need to try this. This is amazing. I'm Sydney. Hi, Sydney. Could you tell us more about your amazing booth, your photos, and your art that you have here?
Okay, so these are actually my pictures. These are by Gilda. office over there.
This is all locally here?
All locally. Some are from Arizona, where I'm originally from, but mostly local.
Do you have a website or anything that we can go to? Maybe
Facebook? Nature's Canvas.
Nature's Canvas. That is amazing.
So I do the jewelry. I'm sharing a booth with Anna, and all the jewelry is handmade with sterling silver, 14 karat gold fill, and semi-precious stones.
As you can see by our sign, we offer natural cleaning services, purging and organizing, and we believe in a healthy and sustainable home environment. So we help people to create rituals on how to detox their home. And we have done a lot of trials and tribulations and figured out what works and what doesn't. And we want to share that information with everybody. So I am doing a presentation this evening in the presentation room from 6 to 7. And we're partnering up with Jeannie of Green Max Pro, who also makes her own completely raw and organic cleaning products that you can use literally on your cat, your hair, your windows, your dishwasher, your laundry, your hand soap. You can use it on everything.
Baby safe, basically.
Baby, animal, human safe.
I am doing paint readings today. Paint readings. So paint readings are when you paint your own tarot card, and I read it, and you take home the painting, and you also take home your homework and your notes, life notes, and it's a little bit of life coaching happening in there too.
Hi, my name's Sandra Rodriguez, and I'm visiting from Maui. I am an aroma touch specialist, and I use doTERRA high-grade essential oils in all my treatments, and I also use them with yoga for meditation and just anointing people for grounding and for helping to release certain emotions during more extraneous poses. So we'll use them to roll on our wrist, our neck, or our back of our neck, and we'll just use it as an aromatherapy to help us tap into the body and be more aware of our breath and our connection to the body and the breath.
Hi, my name is Charmaine with the Spirit of Aloha show. We are presenting the Aloha Spirit Foundation, ASF, and the founders as well as the sponsors and the collaborators that have made all these events for the years to come, such as the Scorpio Campout to the Aphrodisiac Campout events, but starting here in our home. H&L is coming up, Healing Network Live, so get your vendors or what you're into in a healing modality, any type of great music. We would love to provide it to promote with you and actually share your spirit of aloha in the Live Aloha. Our mission for the Aloha Spirit Foundation is to guide, protect, and nurture what the true meaning of aloha is. We are here to educate, inspire, and provide positive outlooks and lifestyles of the Aloha Spirit.
I do Living Aloha magazine, among other things. So I know the Aloha Spirit really well. And to me, aloha is about treating yourself right and treating the planet right and just being a good person overall. And we want to add veganism to aloha because you can't really be very aloha if you're paying for animals to get chopped up so that you can eat them. And that's kind of the basic idea. But you know, aloha runs in the spirit. It's not just about veganism, it's about everything and being kind and to the land, to the animals, to the environment. It's about all that.
Aloha Spirit, to me, it just means about being a good person and sharing love and kindness to everybody and just being nice and respectful and just giving love to one another.
The Aloha Spirit to me is to see everyone as an extension of you and as an extension of your family. And so to me, the Aloha Spirit is just always being kind and always being generous with people and loving and receiving that as well.
The Aloha Spirit, it just gives a kind of energy and vibration that other people, like especially in Hawaii, that are giving to you. So it's kind of like, for me, it's love and welcoming and like feeling in a place that happiness. So I think that's like the Aloha Spirit here in Hawaii, and especially like I'm new here to Hawaii, so I have really good experiences and really good things to say about everybody, like the land and the people, the locals, especially like us. And I feel like I'm in a magical island.
Aloha Spirit to me is simply something that is an unspoken thing. It is something that has us connected. It's often referred to as love, and love is that one energy that is always present. And the Aloha Spirit's a significant marker of that, essentially, is what it speaks to me of, is love. Love for someone else that you may not know who it is, where have they been, and it's just that.
The Aloha Spirit is a walk of life. It's a way of being. It is being in the flow state of which your heart flows, and being fully present and aware of everyone and everything coming in and around your space, so that you can be compassionate and loving and receptive and giving to all just at any given moment. I think that it's a difficult practice for many of us in our busy day lives to be in that all the time, but to me it's an amazing practice to fall into that flow state every single day.
Well, Aloha Spirit means that all of us have this beautiful power to be magicians, basically, and to tap into this infinite energy around us in order to create a beautiful, loving, and creative reality.
What is Aloha
What do you think Aloha means?
Love, family, love.
Aloha, I'm Charmaine with Spirit of Aloha, and thank you very much for joining us. You can contact us at thealohaspiritfoundation.org and our Sierra events. Thank you.